Hello everybody and welcome to LPR. We are here for round 9 for this league. We are here in Portugal, the new track on the 2021 game. As you can see in its beauty, that is very blurry, weirdly camera. We have Inoja Kaya. I say Inoja shut down a few weeks ago, so we'll just call him Kaya from now on. Straight away out on track actually, so I'm assuming he hasn't put a setup on, so he's gone for default, which, at least on the wheel, it's not fun on default setup. However, I guess maybe on controller it might be different. We also have Carrot Finger in the Williams out on track. He is, I want to say he's on wheel, but I feel like he might still be on, okay, he's definitely on controller for now. Let me quickly invite everyone. Well, not invite everyone. Make sure the stream's working and send it to the Discord so that everyone can hear my voice in all their beauty. Let me send this to this chat. Now I don't have any stats, I don't think, for this track because it's a new track. No one knows much about it just yet, I believe. I'll check the database, but I don't think it's been updated. Nor do I have my PC running. So, yeah, we'll check anyway. I don't think we do have any. No, we don't have any updates for it. That's fine though. So we're going to watch on board with Carrot Finger on his lap. I'm going to go and just guess every corner. So into turn 1, does he clip the apex well? Yeah, he does. Decent-ish run. Maybe could have made that a little bit straighter as it goes into turn 3. Get on the throttle early, but not enough to spin out, because that's not fun. It is a very hard on traction, I can't lie. It goes into turn 5, I want to say this is pretty easy, but however, you can go very wide through here and lose a lot of time. We have camera rules on the intermediates as we go through to turn 7. Here's a very odd place in the track where you can straight line it, but it's a risk. Here you can get a lot of no traction as you go through turn 10, as that Kaya, I want to say, ahead as we go into turn 12 into 13. Kaya's gone off the road, he's nearly crashed into Carrot Finger. Oh, that was very close there from Kaya. Kaya needs to really mind what he's doing, because that was pretty dangerous if you ask me, as we're going through, I think, turn 16, if I've counted that right in my head. Carrot Finger comes through to turn 17, and it's been a meh lap. I think Carrot Finger will be a bit annoyed by the fact Kaya's just came out like that. A 1:17.8 is your benchmark then in this qualifying session for now. So we will now jump to Cam, who has not done this track at all on the game. So it'll be interesting to see how he does tonight. I feel like he might struggle a bit, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how he does. We're going to watch him board with his lap. He's gone straight onto intermediates. He's actually invalidated, actually, so we'll go off him for now. We've got Funky Fox, who goes faster by 8/10 in the Haas. However, we do need to remember that Carrot Finger did get compromised. Bowers goes P3, 118.6. That's just a banker lap, I'm sure. Got Jono on a lap. Who is... Okay, we have Big Boy Ewan. What's he going to be able to set? An invalidation lap. Brilliant. We have Bobet's 121.6. We have Tech 117.6 on the mediums. Okay, that's a very quick lap from the Alpine driver. Next up, we have a Mercedes. Is he starting his lap? I can't even see a Mercedes on it. Oh, Rooney. Who will go P3, 117.7 on the mediums. And then Vesio will 118.4 in the Mercedes. I don't know why the scrolly thing isn't working. Next up, is that Luke? No, it isn't. Who's going into the bits anyway? I think it's Jono, P6, 118.5. We'll see where Luke gets now. Comes through the final corner. And it will be a 118.8, puts him in P8 on the soft compound. So there's quite a bit of a gap already. 6/10 between Funky Fox and Tech. Funky Fox does look like he may have sweated this a bit more than everyone else so far. We have an Alpine again. Don't know who that is actually. I want to say that's Tech. Oh, it's Williams, I think, maybe. I don't even know. Red Bull, anyway. Helvetia. No, Sir Hamrick. 117.9. Very good lap on the mediums for Sir Hamrick. We have Boetz coming across the line to improve at 120.5. So I'm presuming this must be his first lap. There's no way setting his after doing practice. We have Luke, is it again? I'm presuming he'll probably come into the pits. Oh, most of these guys have anyway, I don't know. It was Cam comes into the pits. Yeah, most people are now coming to the pits. I think Giorno might be doing another lap, I'm not sure. No, he also comes into the pits. So, let's see who is actually on a lap. So, Pimpri is... Tomo is on an out lap, I think. He must be, surely. There's no way he's 1 minute. Oh, who's that? Boet's gone round. Okay. Interesting. Pim Brits has invalidated. So yeah, so far not much of a challenge for Funky Fox at the moment. However, you do need to remember Tech, Rooney, so Hamrick, Vessiar, Duano, they're all on mediums, right? So these guys could have some more time to find. Meanwhile, we have Cad, who is starting his lap, and we have Tom Mole, who is also starting his lap in the Mercedes, bear in mind, so he's teammates with Rooney in tonight's race. I'm sure he is very happy about that for starting. We have, who is that? We have an Alpha Tari. His camera's retired, so I do wonder maybe if his intermediates maybe didn't have a lot of grip and he might have spun out, or he is potentially just starting at the back of the grid. Big Boy Ewan coming out on track as well. So he's on the soft tyres now. So he'll want to get himself a good qualifying position. I have raced against him around here. He is decent around here. So he'll be one to keep an eye out for. As you can see there, he literally only went off the track by a little millimetre for a slow corner and he gets invalidated straight away. So that shows how harsh the track limits are around here. They are like proper on point. Like Austria can be harsh through the last few corners, but you might be able to go like a millimetre on and you'll be fine. However, you do not get that around here. You go off one bit and you're pretty much guaranteed to get invalidated. Here's Cad. He has used all his ERS deployment. However, he goes P2 in 117.4, only the nearest competitor to Funky Fox by 4/10. Next up, we have Tom Mole. If we can get to him in time. It was an invalidated lap anyway. Big Boy Ewan now starts his lap, so he'll be one to keep an eye out for. Kaya's out again. Cam's out again. We have a Mercedes and Rooney out. So this is where everyone starts their laps once again. I do need to try and track these guys, however it's not very easy. That's the thing with real life and commentating on this game. In real life, you actually have someone doing the cameras for you. You just say what you see. On this, you actually have to find the people and everything. Like, it is so much more difficult to manage, honestly. Jono also starting his lap. So we have, is it Pimbri over there? It is. As Tombo has retired out of the session, we're going to go on board with Kaya and see what has happened to Tom. Oh, I think he's kind of done what Kaya did with the rear end there. He kind of lost the rear end and he's just gone into a wall. Pretty unlucky there, as we are changing host. I think I might have just disconnected. I've disconnected, okay. That's game. Why did that come out so loud as well? I always have this issue. Oh, it's brilliant. I hope that's just me and it's not the game. I feel like if it's the game, then that's not very good. Notifications. Let's join again. Hopefully this will work. Apologies about that. my game sometimes struggles to just run in general. With me streaming, it will struggle a bit more. Hopefully that'll be the only crash of the entire stream. But it's my Wi-Fi, it's the game, it's PlayStation, it's everything. Meanwhile, so everything's changed again. Oh, the audio's gone really loud as well. Why has it reset my settings? Where's... Right, I'm going to watch me now figure out where the settings are. I don't understand why everything's reset. Apologies about it. Why is that so loud? I enjoyed it being peaceful-ish. I guess now I'm going to have to talk through engine noises. I don't know where it was before. Anyway, Cam has gone second place with 1:17.1. Considering this is his first few laps on this track, I don't know how he's done that. Impressive, I guess. Kyle 122.2, still 2 seconds off Boetz. He knows there's time to find in that. I know there's time to find in that. So yeah, apologies, I've missed everyone's lap. I feel really bad, but I don't really know what I could have done. Cowfinger is coming into this. I think Hamrick might be on a lap. No, he isn't. That's a very kind of Netherlands pit lane actually. I just realised how you have to kind of really speed in, or you're just going to go really slowly into the pits. Yeah, everyone's invalidated, so I'm assuming. Yeah, that really annoyed me. I'm hoping there'll be at least one more thing anyway, so yeah. 5 minutes to go then in this qualifying session. At the moment it's Funky Fox on pole by still a measly 2 tenths from Cam. Cad in P3, a very good and impressive qualifying session so far from the McLaren driver. Carrotfinger in P4, only just ahead of Tech really. Yellow flags, I'm not sure why it's there because the Ferrari is on the other side of the track, which was going slowly. Rooney, he'll be invalidating. But it's very close between Tech, Rooney and Ewan. So Hamrick in 8th place, Vessia in P9, Jono P10, Vowers P11, Tech 12, Luke, apologies, Boetz 13th and Kai 14th, and Cam, Billy, Pimberine, Tom Mole, Reflection and LR Delta, who's on a lap right now, all haven't set a lap so far. However, if that is true, LR Delta at the moment is in fastest sector 1. I'm sure he wouldn't be complaining about that. We're going to carry on watching on board with him, and he's gone round. Maybe pushing just a wee bit too much. So, we have Rooney, he's invalidated again. Let's go to Cam, who's not on a lap. Cad, I think. Is he on a lap? We'll find out. Could have done that corner a little bit better, but it was decent. 5 tenths up on his lap, but this stands. We're going to be in the 116s here. And it'll be Cad who will be taking pole as it stands. This is an incredible lap from the McLaren driver if this is true. We haven't really seen too much of Cad's true pace at the moment. However, this is looking a very strong track for him. Here we go then, final corner. What's it going to be? He goes to the right. It's pole position. 116.966 for the McLaren driver. Round of applause for him. That is impressive so far from the McLaren driver. LL Delta 130.0. However, we know he spun in this lap. I'm sure he'll probably go in again. He's invalidated that run. He's now going to have to rather rush into the pit lane, or if he has one more lap of fuel, do another lap on the fuel and hope it does anything. However, this is your man at the moment on provisional pole position. He won't be able to come in and out, I don't think, again. However, what we can do is save his ERS and go for one last run. However, as we're watching, Cam getting a potentially held up there from Sir Hamrick, maybe, I'm not sure. LR Delta, and that's Kaya who's starting his lap. We're going to watch on board with Cam. I don't think, yeah, so Cam's going to be the first one to finish his first run. Take that back. That's surely not right. It is right, okay. Sir Hamrick starts his lap. There's a yellow flag. That is a hat. I'm presuming that's Bowers? No, isn't it? It's Funky Fox. Our second place man. Right, let's go on board with LR Delta. He doesn't... Okay, so this is surely his last run. He does not want to invalidate. We also have Boetz. He's going to come and finish his lap. He does a 1:19.9, however invalidated. Pim finally finishes a lap, puts him up to P9, 1:18.1, and the Haas starts his lap. So, Cad has pitted. There's no chance he's getting out and in again, I don't think. Actually, he might be able to. I'm not sure. We've got Kaya, who's going to be finishing his lap. He's a 1.4 seconds up on his provisional lap. Where will it put him? Not close enough. However, he's only 4/10 behind Boetz. If he can get that extra 4/10, he can jump him. Next up is Big Boy Ewan, isn't it? No, it isn't. It's... Oh, Cam's retired, so that is his qualifying session over. Big Boy Ewan will be going for this lap, I'm assuming. LR Delta, let's see what he can do on his first proper run. P8 at 1:17.8, not bad from the Ferrari driver. Will he go for another run? We will see. Tech starts his run, and that is LR Delta straight line in that wall. That was a pretty terrifying crash to be on board with, I can't lie. So, we go to Vessia. No, it's a Red Bull, which apparently isn't in the session, but he is. Interesting. Mercedes of Rooney starting his lap. We've got 25 seconds to go in the session. Cad is going, I think... Oh no, he is surely not making that. Nah, not a chance. MCFC has pitted. He hasn't even started a lap. Okay, Bowers. That's Bowers coming into the pit lane as well. It's seeming good for Cad as it stands. Funky Fox is invalidated as well. That's going to be big news as he throws into the wall as well. Everyone's throwing it into walls today. I'm not sure why. Kaya comes across the line. He's invalidated his lap. Surprised he didn't throw it in a wall as well. And I think it might be Cad who is on pole position. Don't know what Jono's doing there. Big Boy Ewan, P4 at 1:17.2. I forgot all about him. Vessia is on a lap. He is invalidated. Okay, this makes it even more looking like we've got Carrotfinger on a lap. I think he might be the only one who's validated a last lap. Here he comes. Will he be able to take pole position from Cad in the McLaren? Will he be able to do it? No, he won't. It puts him to P3 though. Rooney also on a lap. He's only a 10th up on his lap though. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 1:17.5, puts in P6, and that is your qualifying session over. It is Cad who takes pole position for the Portuguese Grand Prix. I think that's his first pole position in this league and this season especially, and I'm sure he is now very nervous for this race start. We have 9 people watching. Hello to the 9 watching. But yes, that is your pole position sitter, and I'm sure he is delighted with that pole position, as we have a Ferrari, I don't know why, driving very slowly around the track. That is an AI as well. Okay, so I don't know what we're in for now, presuming someone's in the pits. But yeah, very good start to this track, to this league. A new pole sitter by 37 milliseconds. So Cad takes pole position from Funky Fox, from Carrot Finger, from Cam for his first time around this track apparently. P4, I'm sure he'll take that. Bibble Ewan, P5. Rooney, P6. Tech on the medium start, P7. LL Delta will take a pretty impressive P8. Sir Hamrick, P9. Pim, 10th. Vessia, 11th on the medium so you have to excuse that. Jono, P12. Bowers 13th, Luke 14th, Boetz 15th, and Kaya 16th with Cam, MCFC, Tom Mull, and Reflection not doing laps. So that is your grid order for tonight's race. And now we load into the race. Whew. So it is dry by the looks of it. That doesn't look wet at all as far as I'm aware, unless it's a wet track and the dry pit lane. In that case, then get your hoovers out. I'm just gonna get the chat up because we need the chat up. I think that's a really smart idea. Oh, I have missed. If I'm slow, apologies, I can't do much else. Funky Fox says F1 2021 in a nutshell. Lol. Yeah, Cam says oh no, though I'm sure if I was him, first laps on this track, I'd take a P4. I can't even do that, and I've done this track many times already. So yeah, I would be happy with myself quite literally if I was you, Cam, and I would be even more happy with yourself, Cad. So we will go to this formation lap. And yeah, as we go to the formation lap. What is everyone starting on? Let's see. Okay, so obviously top 10 starters on techs and mediums, only one in the top 10 to do so. Vessi on hards, Jono, Bowers and Luke, Kaya and Cam Rules on mediums, Boetz on hards, MCFC on hards, Tom Mole on hards. Reflection opting to go on to soft tyres. Now that's going to really make everything interesting. As you can see here, Cad has yeeted away. I don't know if he's ever led a formation lap before. However, I think he needs to slow down a little bit, otherwise his tyres will be freezing off the start. As Boetz has been disqualified, not sure what for. As we're watching Billy, who started on the hards. So hards is an interesting tyre to start on because your tyres are going to be literally freezing on the start unless you're reflection. Even Tom in P19, his tyres will be much colder than mostly everyone else around him apart from the hard runners. Tyres around cold when you start a race on cold tyres, it's disaster pretty much. Disaster always strikes. Definitely your Vessia, who's in P11, if you get a lot of wheel spin, you could easily just spin off and crash. So I'm not saying it will, because I trust these guys. These guys are good drivers. However, it's very yeah, a bit risky. So we'll see here then the start of the race. Cad coming through the final corner. He did figure out that he has to slow down, as you can see there. Lone AlphaTauri just sitting there chilling, you know, having a good time, having a party by himself, as he does. As now everyone goes through him because this game clearly has no sense of direction anymore. So everyone lines up. That's a very cool camera angle. I just want to say that is something. Everyone's mostly been together, which means we don't have to wait as long for everyone to pile into one. This turn 1 might be crazy, it might be boring, it might be whatever. We will see. As we're getting told how to use spectate mode, we go to 5 red lights for the Portuguese Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go. Who gets the better start? It looks like Funky Fox might have, as they go side by side into turn 1. Who's going to make it cleanly and who isn't? It looks like the top 5 make it clean. There's yellow flags already though. As we go further down the field, there's front wings off. That was a Ferrari front wing. I think that might have been LR Deltas. I'm not too sure. Everyone's slowly making it with their way around the track though. Bowers down to P10. There's yellow flags again. That is Reflection who's in the gravel. I wonder what has happened to him, as it is LR Delta, in fact, who has lost his front wing on the first lap. Tom Mole, by the way, on the hard tyres, has made 8 places, so maybe I was completely wrong about the hards. Maybe it was a good strategy, or otherwise he's just had an incredible start. He's avoided all the chaos. Meanwhile, LR Delta drops down further at his front wing. He is now fighting Kaya with no front wing. Kaya's going defensive. I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, that's at the back of the grid. Does Reflection have any front wing damage? It doesn't look so. Not a single bit of damage. Visibly, anyway. So, Funky Fox leads CAD away as we go down the long straight. It's like a roller coaster, this track is, at least on this game. It's got so many bumps and hills and things. As we can see, Bowers has made a move on Vessiar. Vessiar is into the pits. Has he got front wing damage? That is the question. We will see. If he has, then those hards have been thrown out the window. It does look like he has. That's unfortunate for him. Cad's still on the back of Funky Fox, so I'm sure he'll be having a look for the lead of this race, as Sir Hamrick's already got a 3-second time penalty. That is not what he wants. That is not what I wanted to do either. Back on Carrot Finger. He's in P5 at the moment. Chasing down a Cam who has apparently not done the track. I just want to point that out because I don't know how he's so quick on a track he's never done before. That is interesting. Meanwhile, we have a little fight going on here between Luke and Boet. So it looks like Luke has got ahead of him. So for P14, I think he'll take that. Reflection's already caught up to the back of Kaya. So that's a potential fight to keep an eye out on. We also have Sir Hamrick right on the back of Tom Mole. Tom has made an incredible start. I have to give him credit. As we can see, Pimp getting a good run on Tech 31 Racing. Here they go. Who's gonna get it? 2 Alpines going side by side. There's a little bit of contact. Tech is forced off wide, and he drops down to P5. However, the 2 Alpha Aston Martins have had a collision somewhere, I think. They've both spun as that's Cam Rules, who have ran straight into the back of New Zealand Cam. I wonder if maybe Cam came, the 2 Cams. Oh, no. That's going to be confusing again. The 2 Cams have collided, and now Cam Rules has got front wing damage. I'm sure he's going to be fuming about that, as Billy will now want to try and get past, as Tom Mole gets overtaken by Sir Hamrick again. Really unlucky, I can't lie, from Cam Rules and New Zealand Cam. I don't know what happened between the 2 of them. Let's see, Billy, will he be able to make a move on Cam? This should be pretty simple. Cam should really be letting him through here. Getting pretty defensive considering he's going to have to pit anyway. Did he go side by side? That's an awful angle. Cam's ran off wide, and I'm sure that's... I don't know why Cam's still trying to fight Billy here, but they are. So he's gonna have to let Luke go surely as well. Yep, he does. So Cam, this bit. Rooney's now been compromised. Cam really had nowhere to go really. Meanwhile, there's a fight going on for the lead of the race as Cad and Funky Fox go side by side. Cad's gone wide. Apologies, I missed that. As Bowers, I think, has gone off the track somewhere. So while one Haas is fighting for the lead, the other one is spinning out of the race potentially here. As Funky Fox keeps his place as Big Boy Ewan, 3-second time penalty as it stands. I'm not sure what happened to Bowers. I'm apologies, I didn't catch that. However, this is much more bigger, I guess you could say, as it is the fight for the win. Cad, though, he is not letting Funky Fox get away from this win. He wants this win. He is hungry for it. That's why he's got pole position. He is fighting for every little grass. Funky Fox has gone wide. It's kind of like a Sebastian Vettel Jensen Button. However, Cad... what's going on here? It's like they both want each other's DRS. As they're going side by side, Cad's now got him, but Funky Fox will have DRS. He's burning his ERS, but the DRS would have been fine, as Funky Fox now takes the lead again. this could be a fight we could be seeing for many, many laps as Tom Mole gets a 3-second time penalty. However, they both need to be careful with Carrotfinger because we know what he's like. He's Mr. Consistent. Look at that, a 90% ERS. That is consistency there to the max already. So, while these two fight, Carrotfinger is slowly but surely gaining on these front two. And as it stands, Carrotfinger might be able to take both of them here. Even Tech, he's in P4 at the moment. He could potentially, as he's somehow passed his teammate again. I'm not sure when that happened, but it's happened somewhere. So yeah, here's going to be a fight we're going to have to keep an eye out for. But there's many other fights going on in the field. Just like the two Alpines, they're still fighting for P4 as it stands. We have Cam, who's trying to have a comeback here in the Aston Martin. He used to find that curve, as Cad has now got a 3-second time penalty. He does not want to keep getting them. Otherwise, it will not help him get further as it stands. He will be dropping down to about P4, P5-ish. Because of that 3-second alone. So he wants to try and get past Funky Fox as soon as possible. Funky now knows he doesn't need to defend as hard. Even though it's only the start of the race, now that that penalty has came into effect, he needs to just keep the gap really. As there's 3 seconds galore here. As, Tom's now got another 3 seconds. Funky Fox fastest lap of the race at 1:19.277. Yeah, this is becoming quite a race as it stands. So, we're going to try and see if... Oh, we've got Cam and Tom Mole going side by side. I think there might be a bit of squeezing. Maybe not. This is a very good fight here. Look at these two going side by side in turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. And maybe turn 4. Not really... Oh! And that's Tom Mole out of the race. And that is surely going to be a safety car. Yeah. Unlucky. Side by side through that corner was never going to happen, and unfortunately the safety car has came out. Unlucky for Tom there, and maybe potentially a penalty for Cam. It was risky from the both of them. My opinion, racing incident. However, stewards will see it another way. Who knows? So, who is going to pit then from these front runners? This helps the likes of Cam Rules and LR Delta, unless they pit. In that case, they might get lapped. I hope not. Bibble Ewan's dropped down to P17 as well while this is happening. I know he had the spin, but did he pit? Oh, he has pit. I just realised that. So, yeah, unlucky for Tom there. Maybe, I don't know really, in somewhere... Oh, what's going on? Did he just get a drive-through? No, I don't think so. Oh, front 6 have all pitted. Intriguing. So actually, Cad's been held up massively there. However, Funky Fox has not been, because he's at the end of the pit lane. And actually, Carrotfinger nearly jumped Cad there because of how glitchy this game is. They would have crashed if that was actually real life, but because first of all there's ghosting on in the first place, even if they were ghosting off, they would have just glitched and someone would come out ahead, which in my opinion is a bit rubbish, because I you know, a pit lane crash, it happens in real life all the time, so why it can't happen, I have no clue. However, I've got to respect the fact that Codemasters actually have not done the old you're stuck here for 10 years and also you're, you know... Anyway. I suspect there was a glitch about it before. And then they finally did ghosting. So Billy now leads this race. So it's not Cad who's leading, by the way. It is Billy, MCFC. He's on the hard tyres though, so that is probably why he stayed out. Luke Tered also on the medium tyres has stayed out. Tom has left the session, unlucky. Funky Fox and Cad then 3rd and 4th, Carrotfinger P5, Bowers has stayed out on his mediums in P6, Tech has pitted onto hards in P7, he's going to try and make the rest of the race, I'm assuming. Jono in P8 in the soft tyres, so he's going for a completely alternative strategy, wonder if that could pay off. Sir Hamrick has just overtaken Boetz, and Boetz has now just ran into the back of Sir Hamrick. Boetz is now dropping places. He's got a 5-second time penalty. I think Sir Hamrick also got a 5-second time penalty. I have no idea what's going on anymore. He seems to just be running into the back of people. I'm not... Kaya's in P11 right now. He hasn't pitted, but... Boetz needs to pit now. as Kai has been given a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags, despite the fact he was in AI, and despite the fact that it was Boetz who he wasn't on the track. He had damage. So that's the worst 5 seconds I've ever seen. Kai is now coming into the pits to serve that 5 seconds, because guess what, you can't remove that kind of stuff. So that's incredible, Codemasters. I just want to thank Codemasters for that. Always having a glitch one of these races, I swear. So Kai comes in for the hard compound of tyres. I think he'll still come out ahead of Boetz. I think that would be really harsh if he didn't. However, it does drop him right at the back of the order again. Pretty unlucky there. Stupid game and stupid glitches. I believe we're meant to have the Aston Martin safety car as well. I might be wrong, but who knows? As we can see the field coming through. I really like camera shots like these. It's just so cool to watch, in my opinion. Just quite a cool camera angle to see, and you'll have cool like that as well. They're just such cool camera angles. I must be the only one who probably thinks that. They really have smashed the camera angles on this game, in my opinion. Just really cool. Around here as well, like this is the first game, no, this is the first track out of all 3 new tracks which are coming out, which have had to make these things happen, and they really have smashed things like this. As we get going to the restart, here we go. Billy, who leads us away. Will Luke be able to get a better run on Billy? Or will Funky Fox be able to get a good run? This is Funky Fox has done an incredible run. He's actually got that spot on as he overtakes Luke straight away into turn 1 here. Will Luke be able to fight back? No, he won't. His mediums are much more worn. Billy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That is fair enough. So, as Cad gets past Luke, and now Carrotfinger's going to also try and get him. He backs out of it. He knows what happened to Tom Mole probably. Here Carrotfinger goes all on Luke. He's pretty going to try and let Carrotfinger through, and then he just gets brake checked, kind of. As Cam Rules overtakes Kaya, Vestia trying to make the move on LR Delta. He sends up the inside. Please don't have contact, lads. It looks like LR Delta's got a better run. However, Vestia's holding in there. I think he might be using a bit of his ERS and LR Delta track extending to his full extent to try and keep with Vestia. However, he's on 6-lap old things. There's a reflection around the outside egos of Rooney. Sure, he won't mind this. Rooney has not had a great race considering he's trying to fight for the title here. I think something's happened ahead. A Cad's gone round. Oh, so unlucky from the McLaren driver. However, I'm sure he's going to try and make a comeback. He's gone off again. I think his tyres are a bit worn. He gets a 3-second time penalty. Please report that if you don't get another warning this race, because that is such a stupid penalty. He's now got a really good run on Big Boy Ewan. Will he be able to make the move? Meanwhile, we have a move up ahead. Tex trying to get Bowers. Oh, I think I saw Spun then. No, Luke gets a 3-second time penalty. It's got Tech and Jono going side by side. Tex jumped Jono into P7, pick 6, but Jono's got a really good run. He's got that soft tyre advantage here. Is he going to try and brake later? He will. He's nearly ran into the back of Bowers there. And then to tap. Do they have front wing damage now? I do not know. However, now big Sir Hamrick will try and get Jono. However, I don't think he will be able to make the move. Oh, Jono getting a bit excited on the throttle, and that's Pimp who's now gone round. And yeah, so he will now drop down P18. So yeah. Cad's got another 3-second time penalty, so that other warning. Oh, Luke getting all out of shape here. As DRS is enabled. That could help a lot of people like Bowers, like Tech, like Jono, like Hammeracre's right on the back with Jono. But what is that above the sky? I don't even know. Bowers has got a 3-second time penalty now, so these guys are really struggling with track limits today. And it's going to cost a lot of them. People like Tech at the moment who hasn't got any warnings could maybe get a podium even from places like, I don't know, P10, who knows. Anyway, as Cam gets the move on to Hamrick, so Hamrick's going to try and fight it. Tech's defending off Jono as well. So Jono's still trying to defend and overtake. Cam's getting a bit squirmish. Jono's trying to make every move count. It's now going side by side. Cam and Jono, and it looks like Cam makes a move. Jono going to potentially try and fight back. He's not really. Cad's trying to make a move on Sir Hamrick now. So yellow flag out is, I think, Cam rules. Cad's trying to make the move again on Sir Hamrick. Just cannot make the move. I want to see who it was who was going off. I think it was Boetz. As it stands, Funky Fox has lit his tyres up and is already 4 seconds ahead of Carrotfinger. Sir Hamrick trying to make the move on Jono. He will have now the DRS as Pim got a 3-second time penalty. Now has Rooney got a 3-second time penalty. These time penalties are coming in quick and fast. We have 22 laps to go, I think it is. As we've got more fighting going on with Bowers and Tech. It looks like Bowers just getting the better traction. Those hards are really actually not doing too bad for Tech. Just traction though. He has to be a bit more careful. He's going to try and send it on Bowers. Bowers leaves in the room. Oh no, he hasn't. He's turned into the side of Tech, and that now drops Bowers right down the order, down to P11. As now Cam and Tech go side by side. That could be more collisions for Tech, as Bowers is now out of the race. He, I think, is just straight lined into a wall. It looks it, to be honest. As Cam's now near enough gone off the track. Cam rules, that is. So Hamrick has now gone off. What is going on in this race? Why are so many people retiring? That is a very odd place to spin off as well. And there's now a safety car, unsurprisingly, after the 2 retirements we've just had in quick succession. So, yeah. As Carrotfinger, oh, this has helped a lot of people. Carrotfinger, all these guys behind can now pit, and they're going to be on much faster tyres than Funky Fox, Billy, Tech, who will catch the safety car, won't they? The safety car's up there. Yeah. So this has really screwed up people like Funky Fox. Okay, this makes this race 10 times more interesting now, because these guys are going to be much more worn tyres, including someone like Billy, who hasn't even pitted in this race yet. So, ooh. This game amazes me. Kaya stays out. He will jump surely a few people, if not all of them. He does. So he comes out in P13. All these guys will probably get held up behind him. So we've got that beautiful camera angle again. It's like watching Balamori. I don't know why that gives me Balamori vibes. I'm just talking a lot of nonsense, that's right. So yeah, Funky Fox still leads. However, he's going to be in much older tyres, unless he pits, but he will drop so far down the order. So I'm not sure what he's going to do, if he's going to wait for another safety car. Bear in mind, right, he's got a good 7 cars until the freshest tyres, which is Carrotfinger. Bear in mind, they're on hards as well, so he would maybe potentially be able to put away straight away. Get that gap up, and then the next safety car, maybe he can pit again and gain his ground again. We will see, though. But yeah, 17 runners to go in this race. El Alberto being the last place man. He hasn't had the best race, losing front wing into turn 1. However, I'm sure we will see a comeback from him. Billy, Enoja Billy, comes into the pits for new tyres. Surprised, I'm not really surprised about this, because there's no other safety car. He was just going to drop further and further back. He goes on the medium tyres. I say that's probably it. That's what he should have gone on. Those mediums can probably make it to the end. I would hope they can. Tyre wear around here, at least in the wet, that's all I know. It's decent. I don't think I've done many league races. Actually, I have. I did a 25% around here, and surprisingly, the softs didn't die until much later on in the race. Like, I could have done the whole race on those softs, though I didn't because obviously you can't. But tyre wear's not that bad around here, so realistically, all these guys on mediums, they can make it, I'm sure. Apart from maybe Funky and Cad, we will see how these guys have been messed up massively. In this, I'm sure the safety car will be coming in this lap because, yeah, I don't really see why it would stay out another lap. Safety car does look beautiful in this game, don't it? I love it. I love everything on this game, and graphical wise, apart from the odd weird graphical glitch. It's just amazing. I'm gonna keep talking about these camera angles and all these things because why not? Look at that. Such a sexy car. I don't even like Mercedes as a brand. But oh, what's happened here? Boetz has spun off. He's had a collision with Cam. Has Cam got front wing damage? Or was that behind? I feel like Boetz is having some brake issues or something. Seems to just not be able to control anything. Anyway, here we go then for the start. The second safety car restart, I think this is second, third, I don't know. As we go racing again, Funky Fox slowing down the field, really bunching them back up here. As he goes. And he can't slow down now. And there's been a massive collision there. What has happened there? His camera rules off. Carrot finger's gone off there as well. I just saw it in the background. I'm not sure what happened. I think someone might have... I don't know what happened there. Kaz got a 3-second time penalty. Pim has gone off. I'm really not sure what happened there. We're gonna have to watch that back. Luckily we did catch some of it on camera. As Kai is going slowly. Was he potentially involved in that crash? As Carrotfinger comes into pits, he didn't even make... Oh, it's that front wing as well. That's Pimp who has lost his front wing, I think that is. What is going on all of a sudden? Why is everyone not being able to drive all of a sudden? I don't even know what to say. What was that? I don't even know. I want to say someone tried straight lining someone, but then I might be wrong. It could have been a misjudgment on the safety car. I don't know. I'm going to try and re-watch this back because I'm intrigued. Oh no, wait, did the stream actually car off there? There's like 3-4 cars in that, I think. Anyway, Funky Fox leads us away. 1 second already. Tex in P2. Cad's in P3. BW in P4. Bessie in P5. Cam in P6. Jono P7. Luke P8. Kai has overtaken Pim. Luke's LR Delta, bear in mind, was last. He's now up to P10 in the space of 2 laps. That massive crash has seriously helped him in this race as he's on his way after, for some points. I'm just going to ask the chat what happened. As Pim Pitson, I think Carrotfinger might jump him. I think that massive crash is surely going to have to get reviewed in by the stewards. Because that was just ridiculous. Whatever happened, something's bad gone wrong. It has cost quite a few drivers places, points. I've asked Cam, he says TC. That means traction control. Did he maybe get too eager on the throttle? Did he... I don't even know. Anyway, we will carry on commentating about this race and stop mourning that crash. We'll forget about it. Cad's on the back of Tech on 9-lap old mediums. They're both on as worn tyres, and Cad makes his way through. Tech, however, slides through the corner. However, he gets P2 ahead of Tech as Cam, New Zealand Cam, I don't even have to clarify that anymore. The one who's still racing is carrying on in this race. So, yes. We got Cam and Vessia fighting. It looks like Cam's now up to P5. So after his crash with Tom Mole, after his crash with his teammate, it's looking alright for Cam at his stands. Tech really trying to keep up with Cad here. These halves just seem to not have enough grip at the moment. I'm sure he will try and fight back. However, he's got Big Boy Ewan behind him as well. LR Delta has spun off. I'm not sure what's happened there. Cam Rules rejoins the session. I don't know why, but he has, nevertheless. So, might be engineering someone. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that. I would expect so. Cam's somewhat smart to know if you can or not. So yeah, his Tech maybe going to have a move on Cad. I don't think he will. As it stands, Tech will still be P2 because Cad's penalties. Luke to Red has dropped down to P10 after Billy overtakes him. Oh, what a switchback this could be from Luke. If he didn't drop the throttle there, he would have probably got him. He was looking at a really good place there to make a move though, I can't lie. He's gonna have DRS one? He will. But he's gonna try and send it on Billy? He won't. Billy is on newer tyres and he's on mediums compared to Luke's hards. We have about 15 laps to go. As Cam getting a little eager on the throttle there. That curb is honestly deadly. I hate that curb to all my life. And yeah, so Tech and Big Boy Ewan, looks like these two are the closest on track as it stands. Jono also in the back of Vestia. I won't say that, not anymore. Here we go. Big Boy Ewan using his DRS. Will he use his DRS? I think he might. Well, actually, yeah, he will use DRS. Will he use his DRS to make the move? Here he goes, DRS enabled. Does Tech have DRS? No, he doesn't. Big Boy Ewan just chilling with his DRS. He needs to be careful his teammate doesn't have contact with him again. They need to cooperate like a teammates do, and not crash with each other, kind of like Red Bull Baku. Bobets has pitted into the pits after 9 laps on his softs, so I'm assuming they've died quite quickly. Big Boy Ewan, really, he wants to try and get these guys, right? He's got penalties, don't get me wrong. What is his penalties actually looking like? Ooh, Cad's 12-second penalties. That will drop him right, probably outside the points, as it stands, so it's not looking good for him. My mind went blank there, I don't know what happened. So yeah, Big Boy Ewan, he doesn't need to get past Tech. As it stands, he's already on the podium because of Cad's 12. However, I'm sure it'll be nice to beat Tech, you know, it always is. Boets and Pimp are fighting for P15. Will Boets send it? He won't. I think he might have some issues with his wheel or something. Or his controller, whatever he's using. Because, yeah, he seems to have a lot of issues braking in this race. Or maybe ABS just isn't the right track. Here's Jono, maybe looking at Vestia. Not at the moment, it goes wide. These guys need to seriously be careful. Definitely, people like Jono and Vestia and Tech and all them, they don't have penalties, so they will gain so much if a safety car comes out late. So, or even not, they will probably still gain a place. So, keep it clean and you've got a good shout. People like Billy and Cad, both the highest penalties at the moment, 2 McLarens. Not so good for them at the moment. Definitely Cad with 12. I don't know how he's done that, but he has. So he had a decent qualifying, also getting pole. Just not been able to convert it into the race. Sadly for him, we have Luke to Red, who has gone off on the worst possible place to go on this track. That is such an annoying corner. I feel for him, as that is Pimp who has gone off turn 2. I feel like there might have been a collision with Boets there. Luke has tried to straight line himself off the track, I think. I'm not too sure. Maybe his tyres are just hot. I have no idea what's going on. If we see him retire, then we kind of guess that his tires are overheated. Billy makes his way up to P8. Good race so far from him. Luke's got a 3-second. Don't know if that was a penalty, bear in mind, but it's happened nevertheless. What's happened to Reflections in P10? He's had a decent recovery drive after getting spun out in lap 1. And yeah, Tech's still trying to make the move, says You're Cam's slightly dropped off the pace here. Jono's trying to get past Vesio as well. Rooney's trying to make the move back on Billy. Carrotfinger's fighting Kaya here. This will be an interesting fight to watch, I'm sure. These two have had a few collisions in other leagues. So here we go. It looks like Carrotfinger has indeed got past Kaya, who just drove himself onto the grass. Interesting techniques there to try and beat someone. I rate it. How's Luke in P12 now? I swear he was lost. Confused. Okay. Meanwhile, Jono on the back of Vivazia. Will he be able to make the move? Got the straight on speed. He's using DRS. He must not be using a lot of. Oh, he's ran into the back of Vivazia. Luckily, no damage. I don't think. It's just a little tap. But yeah, as these two are still fighting, Billy and Rooney. So we've got Big Boy Ewan trying to make the move on Tech. These two, they've had their fair share of moments, as Reflection gets his first penalty. That could cost him quite a few places. These guys all getting stuck in a train here from Cad, whose tyres are surely just dying. I mean, 14 laps on mediums. He's got another 20 to do. No, 11 to do. He's going to have to pit again. Even the guys on the hards are surely going to have to pit. There's no way they're making it to the end. I don't think. I mean, I've done 26 laps around Hungary on mediums, and to they were dead. Don't know if it's going to be possible around here. We'll see. I think they've still got a bit of life into them. Anyway, Tech going to try and make it past the McLaren driver. Funky Fox into the pit lane, and will Cad follow him in? He won't. So Funky Fox will drop down the order. However, without any penalties, you know, anything can happen. Meanwhile, Tech takes the lead of this race. Will he make it through the first corner? He's gone a bit wide, and Cad will probably take his place back. He does. Will anyone be able to jump Tech? Big Boy Ewan going to try and go for the inside, which will turn into the outside here. And it's Tech who carries on. And meanwhile, Cam takes the opportunity to take Big Boy Ewan. And that is now Cam into P3. However, as it stands, Tech will still win this race now, because of him not having any penalties, and he's been decently consistent this race. So we have now got a massive fight for the win of the race. If Tech can get a penalty, it will be all down to on-track stuff. Cad will not win this race anyway. Seconds. Tech is still technically in the net win. But Cam and Big Boy Ewan both hunting Tech down, but Cad as well. These guys, Cad is the one getting hunted down most by all of these guys here. It's going to be a really interesting race. It's Jono and MCFC both getting penalties there. Cad's gone into AI there, not too sure why. Tech's had an incredible run because of that. As here we go then. As Cad comes into the pit. So Tech takes the lead of the race. However, Cam, he is not going to allow Tech to just go and win this race on circuit. No, he's going to try and fight his way and get past Tech 31 Racing. But Big Boy Ewan also, you know, if these two crash, he can really go and win this race. Even though he had the collision with his teammate, Funky Fox gets Cad into P9. There was fighting going on here. Rooney and MCFC both in final day. Oh, there's a massive crash there between Cam and Tech. I say massive, it was a bit of contact. I thought Tech was round there. Game physics say no. Does Cam have damage from that? He does not. Surprisingly, he's just completely swiped. Well, I say swiped. He's completely banged into Tech. I don't know how he hasn't got front wing damage, but that's, you know, game damage for you as well. It's Codemasters, come on, let's be real here. Vestia, you never know, he might still be able to win this race as well. But we will see. There's still a lot of unanswered questions, like, will these halves make it for Tech and Big Boy Ewan and Vestia? As it stands, Jono might even be able to win this race. You never know. Even Cam's 10-lap old tyres might die on him at the end of the race. So, who knows? I think Cad's and Funky Fox's mediums made it 17. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd say Jono can make it. As Jono actually overtakes Vessia for P4 in this race. A very good race from Jono. As Reflection comes into pits. 10 laps into his medium run. Interesting. I wonder if he had maybe damage. We'll see though. He'll be going on to softs though, surely, right? He wouldn't go on to mediums or anything. Cam looking eager on tech. He does go on to softs. Does Reflection. So he'll be now pushing maybe fastest lap. So this race does kind of show who sweats this track and who doesn't. I think Cam has, because there's no chance he's fighting for a bloody win around a track he's never even raced again around. Yeah, Tech's really going to try and defend Cam and Bibble Ewan off for this win. I mean, I wouldn't blame him. I did this around Hungary. Just defend. On old tyres, it's hard, but you can do it easy. Just don't let him pass you, like, it's easy, right? Say that as I'm a commentator. As Cam getting the better exit, he gets another 3-second penalty. That's surely 6 now. Yes, it is. That'll drop him down the order, down to like P6 now. He now needs to get past Tech 31 Racing. Tech's got on the grass, and that will be an overtake for technically the lead of the race. Big boy, you're really going to have a look at Tech. Oh, Tech's don't know what's happened there. Yeah, he was having a little peek at it. No, Big boy Ewan now knows he can probably get past Tech as well. However, his 20-lap old hards. Will they be able to make it? We'll see. I reckon they might be able to. I don't know, we'll have to see. It's all depending on how you tyre save and when. As it stands, Tech will still win this race. Tech needs to stay in 6 laps. He needs in 6 laps. 6, 7 laps. He needs to try and stop Cam from getting a 6-second gap. I reckon he can do it. It's Tech. He's decently paced. However, I say that Cam's already known off 7/10 ahead of Tech. So interesting. As Cad and LR Delta having a little squabble. LR Delta defending from Cad, who's on softs. I rate that. As MCFC another 3-second time penalty. He's racked out about 20 by now. Who's actually trying to fight Rooney, by the way. Anyway, we go back to the fight for the lead of this race, or for the podium, or whatever. We don't even know anymore. It's Big Boy Ewan. 20-lap tyres. I wish we had TAS or something, so I could actually see their tyre wear. That would be incredible. Look at this run that Tech's got here. He won't be able to send it, surely not. Oh, nearly one's at the back of Cam. That could maybe give Big Boy Ewan a little peek at Tech as well. So, Tech's still managing to keep with Cam. He might still be able to win this race, the Alpine driver. He just needs to stay consistent, don't track extend, don't get held up from Big Boy Ewan. He needs to defend from Big Boy Ewan, unless Ewan's got more pace than Cam, as we can see Rooney has spun off somewhere, so I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, so Tech realistically needs to hold off Big Boy Ewan. However, Ewan needs to get past. Oh, that's a massive crash. How none of them are not out of this race, I have no idea. That's the second time in the space of 2 weeks that them two have crashed. I don't know what their issue is with each other. LR Delta, I think, has got no front wing again. He has. Cad has a front wing. I have no idea what these two... They have an obsession with touching each other. Now, they can be in a relationship and all, okay, but I'm just saying, like, not in a race car. Oh. Now, that might... I don't know what to say. Anyway, meanwhile, let's go back to the fight. To the lead of the race. LR Delta's gone on 3-second penalty. I'm going to ignore what's going on over there because I don't want to see it quite literally. Let's say them guys do not get along. Yeah, safe to say. So Tech's still trying to make the move on Cam again. But as it stands, I think he will win this race anyway. Big Boy Ewan only has 3 seconds of penalties. Vestia with 6. So both of them guys pit as Cad has retired out of the session. there will be definitely steward inquiry on what's going on there. That was a very odd crash to happen. So, Cad's now retired after his pole. Very unlucky from him. I don't even know what to say about that crash. I'm not even going to comment on it. Just disappointing, really. We'll have to see I won't be able to see a replay until probably after the race. Meanwhile, for the lead of the race anyway, we have 15 drivers in this race. As it stands, Tech is not got a lot of ERS, I don't think. Let's put everything on. He's got 6%. Cam's only got 2%. But Big Boy Ewan over here, 40%. As Vestia makes a move on Jono, his tyres may be starting to die. Funky Fox gets past Rooney. He's going to be on a chase to maybe try and get us a win as well, Funky Fox. So he kind of wants Tech to get a penalty, in all fairness. Will that happen though? We will see. Will Tech crack under pressure? As it stands, he went quite deep into there. I'm going to say Vestia and Jono, these guys are fighting, but they can probably catch up to the podium sitters at the moment. Which will help people like Funky quite a bit. So yeah, as you can see, Tech's tyres are starting to die, as that's him fighting these guys, as Kaya and LR Delta now fighting. Burwitz gets another 3-second time penalty. I can't even imagine what these penalties are now looking like. 12 seconds, 9 seconds, 9. Interesting is all I'm saying. It's the first time some of these guys have raced around here on a league race, so I guess we can't comment about it. Look at that slipstream that Pimp is giving his teammate. Realistically, this could be huge. However, Big Boy Ewan's going to try and make the move on Tech. He actually has. I did not see that coming. I don't know what I was thinking there. What is this Alpine doing? This surely must be a penalty. He's getting in the way of the leaders. Probably blocking their view. As Cam's now dropped down to P3. He's tried to let his teammate through and it has not worked. His Tech has now jumped him. And now Tech is still in for a win. Because Cam's, I'm presuming, was meant to hold off Tech, but it's not worked off because he's given Tech second place, and now Big Boy Ewan and Tech will now fight. Cam now needs to get a move on, but as it stands, these guys, all three of them are low on ERS. Tech will get DRS, and that could be the big boost in everything. Cam will have ERS, more ERS than these guys because they're behind, they can break early, they know everything. Let's see what happens. We will see. So, Big Boy Ewan will get DRS, I think. He does. I don't know what this Alpine is doing. He's not helping this be a good race. He's just getting in the way. He's being a pain. It annoys me. If you're watching this, please move out of the way. Just get out of the way of the leaders because you're annoying them all. I can see it in them. You might be getting blue flagged, but you're just overtaking them again. You're a lap car. Move. Anyways, I'm going to stop ranting on about this guy because I take these things too seriously. Funky Fox gets past Jono. We know he runs into the back of Vestia as well. He needs to be a bit careful there. As Luke 2 Red comes into the pits. Probably going to go for fastest lap. Now, 25 lap hole tyres, Big Boy Ewan. Will he make the tyres? I reckon he can. Cam, though, I just want to say, should be flying from these guys. Such fresher tyres. Who's that? Is that Kaya now getting in the way? What is going on? Why are these two near each other, and why are they getting in the way? I'm sorry, there's going to have to be... I'm going to report this myself, because this is annoying me. And I'm not even the one racing. Kaya, move! What are you doing? Oh, honestly, what is going on? It's ruined what could be a great fight, because these guys are giving the Alpine DRS. No, the Alpine's given the Aston Martin DRS. They're getting in everyone's way as Funky Fox now gets up to P4. It's annoying Tech, it's annoying Cam. It's probably annoying Big Boy Ewan, even though he's getting DRS and all that stuff from it. It's still annoying, because they want to race. They don't want to just have this other assistance and all that. Like, it's annoying me. I'm just move. Why is he fighting him? He wants to just win the race. You're just annoying everyone. You're distracting everyone as well. I am going to have talks with the stewards here because this is just ridiculous now. The both of them. Like, what is Kaya doing as well? Oh no, that's Pim. It's frustrating me. Really frustrating me. Because we're missing out on what could have been a great fight. I mean, all credit due to Big Boy Ewan. He's doing well to not get distracted by him a lot. He's probably getting distracted, don't get me wrong, but he's probably he's not spun or anything because of it. LR Delta retires from this race. He loses a fiver. As Cam trying to make the move on Tech, will Tech defend? He's gone on for the outside move, yeah, and there's been a little bit of bumpies. Cam's trying to, oh, he's hit Tech. Ooh, that could be a bit dangerous there. He's going to get another run. It's the final lap of the race. That Alpine's spun good, honestly. I'm going to have utter hate for that guy now because my blood's boiling. Boiling? It's built up. My blood pressure's built up. Anyway, we have 13 drivers in this race. And as it stands, it will be Tech's win. And Boetz is now getting in the way. What are these lap cars doing? It's a 50% race. You shouldn't even be getting lapped. Oh, Tech getting a... That was a bit harsh defensive. As we've got that Kaya getting spinning. It's annoying for everyone. I think we need to put ghosting off for this opponent, so then we can just bash him out the way. Anyways, as it stands, it will be Big Boy Ewan who will win the race on track. However, off track and out of penalties, Big Boy Ewan will win this race on track, but it will be Tech 31 Racing who will win the Portuguese Grand Prix. Cam will get P4. Funky Fox will get a podium. Decent recovery drive after strategy disaster for him. Cam P4, Jono P5, Vestia P6, Rooney P7. Billy will finish this race, I think, in P8. However, he's got 12 seconds of penalties. So he's going to drop down to P10 at least. And yeah. As Billy does drop down to P10. I'm getting messages and things. As Luke will get P11 probably. Goes onto the grass. And that is the end result. I'm frustrated. I can't lie. Congrats to the podiums. Tech still won in the end. But in terms of the action, the lap cars, man, they need to be sorted out. It's surely penalisable. Tech's character, having a little dance. Good for him, I guess. Congrats. I don't know what to say. I'm really annoyed. I'm reporting it to us. I'm a commentator. I don't even know if I can, but I'm gonna have chats to admins. Because there needs to be something sorted about these guys. It's disgusting and sickening. I don't even know what to say. So, yeah, that is your race result then for tonight's race. Tech 31 Racing wins the race from Big Boy Ewan. Funky Fox gets P3. Cam P4. Only just though, I think. Oh no, 2 seconds, okay. Jono P5. Vessia in P6, Rooney P7, Carrotfinger P8, Reflection recovers to P9, Carrotfinger as well, congrats to him, P8 recovery, very good indeed. Billy gets P10, Luke Tourette 11th, Boetz 12th, Kaya 13th, and Pim and LR Delta also retired, so yeah, they didn't get points. Cad, Camrals, Sir Hamrick, Bowers, and other DNFers. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. So, that is your race for tonight. Yeah. I'm normally much more energetic. However, these lap cars, what can it just annoys me. Move out the way. You're not funny. And I really hope a harsh penalty comes to who were getting in the way, because it's a joke. So I will speak to you. I'll hopefully be doing comms next week. However, we'll see. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next week, hopefully. Goodbye.